Hello everyone, I'm the Teeth Man, and today I'm back with cementum and its basic histology. Now, cementum is the mineralized connective tissue lining the root of the tooth, attaching it to the alveolar bone via the periodontial ligament. It is one of the parts of the periodontium apart from the gingiva, the alveolar bone and the periodontal ligament, which helps attach the tooth into the jaw. Cementum is 65% inorganic, 12% organic, 23% organic and 12% water by weight. Its inorganic component is mainly dentine. Its inorganic component is mainly hydroxyapatite crystals that are thin and plate-like. And since its hydroxyapatite crystals are plate-like, it is softer than dentine. Its organic matrix is mainly composed of type 1 collagen. Its fibers may be intrinsic or extrinsic, which are Sharpie's fibers. It has non-collagenous molecules like bone and dentine sialoproteins, fibronectin, tennessine, osteopontin. It may have glycosaminoglycans like chondroitin sulfate, dermatan sulfate, and hyaluron, or proteoglycans like lumican, versican, decorin, biglycan, and fibromodulin, apart from growth factors like bone morphogenetic growth factor, transforming growth factors. Now, cementum is formed by cementoblasts. While cementoblasts are laying down cementum, they can get trapped inside the cementum and form cementocytes that stay inside the lacunae. The canaliculi that stretch out from the lacunae for nutrition usually face towards the periodontial ligament, as you can see in this figure over here. The canaliculi are facing left, which means the periodontium is towards the left and the dentine is towards the right. In this figure of eosin stained decalcified section, you can see the layer of cementoblasts that are laying down the cementum and the cementocytes that are trapped inside the empty spaces of lacunae. Now, moving on to the classification of cementum. The classification of cementum is mainly based on the presence or absence of cells. There can be acellular cementum or cellular cementum. Acellular cementum has no cementocytes. Cellular cementum has cementocytes that are trapped inside the lacunae. Acellular cementum has no clear separation with the hyaline layer, but cellular cementum has a clear junction between the hyaline layer and the cementum. Acellular cementum is formed much slowly. It is already formed and mineralized by the time the root is completed. So it is much more durable than cellular cementum. Cellular cementum keeps forming throughout life, and that is why acellular cementum has no pre-cementum layer, because it is already mineralized. Cellular cementum has a pre-cementum layer because it is still forming. In this diagram, you can see the granular layer of tomes and the layer of acellular cementum. This is taken from the cervical region of the root. This one is taken from the apical region of the root. You can see the dark spots showing the lacunae of cementocytes, hence this is acellular cementum. This diagram shows the incremental lines of Salter. Just like enamel has the stria of Retzius, cementum has the incremental lines of Salter, which are age lines. Now, based on the types of fibers present, one can classify cementum as acellular extrinsic fiber cementum, AEFC, or cellular intrinsic fiber cementum, CIFC. AEFC has Sharpie's fibers, which are extrinsic in nature. They are not formed by the cementoblasts. They are formed by the fibroblasts, which are present in the periodontium. The CIFC has intrinsic fibers produced by the cementoblasts. Thus, because of this, AEFC plays a role in attachment to the PDL, and CIFC has no role in attachment to the PDL because the Sharpie's fibers are not present. AEFC is present near the cervical region of the root onwards, and CIFC is seen only in patches near the apical portion of the root or in a few stratified layers. Acellular cementum, AEFC, has no cementoid seam, so cementoid is absent, and CIFC has a cementoid seam. Acellular AEFC has no cells in it, but CIFC has cells in it, but it is less cellular than bone, so it has a limited remodeling capacity. AFC may contain some dead channels from cells that were present, a very few in number, but CIFC has canaliculi that stretch towards the PDL because it has cementocytes in it. AEFC covers most of the root surface, but CIFC only covers near the apical portion of the root. Now there is another type, the cellular mixed stratified cementum, which is found near the furcation areas of multi-rooted tooth like the molars or the premolars. There are two other types of cementum based on the fibers. It may be a mixed fiber cementum in which the extrinsic fibers have intrinsic fibers present in between them, where the Sharpie's fibers grew into the cementum, but cementocytes were present which added intrinsic fibers in between the extrinsic fibers of the cementum. They play a role in attachment too, because they have the Sharpie's fibers. They are usually acellular because by the time the cementum is formed, the cells die, but they may be cellular. This has a cementoid seam. There is another rare type of cementum, afibrillar cementum, which may be formed after the loss of the reduced enamel epithelium. It has no fibers in it. It is just calcified. Now, let us discuss the cemento-enamel junction and the cemento-dental junction. The cemento-enamel junction may overlap. The cemento-enamel junction may overlap the enamel. At the junction, the cementum may overlap the enamel, or it may directly just meet the enamel, or it may leave a bit of dentine exposed, which is one of the sites where caries may occur. Now, the cemento-dental junction, the cementum meets the hyaline layer of Hopewell-Smith, which has the last insertions of the last ends of the Sharpie's fibers inserted into it, forming a junction, providing attachment. Now, going back to a few similarities and differences between bone and cementum. Cementum is similar to bone in that it has type 1 collagen as its organic matrix, and it has parathormone receptors and parathormone receptor proteins, and a very similar response to parathormone, and it also has similar growth factors like bone morphogenetic growth factor. But unlike bone, cementum lacks blood and nerve supply, so its remodeling capacity is very limited. It can repair. You can see that the dentine over here has suffered a damage due to caries, but the cementum has come in and repaired it by forming a cemental seal. Now, cementum has cementum derived attachment proteins which are absolutely absent in bone, and this may be used as a marker to differentiate between bone and cementum. So that's all for cementum. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe. I will see you next time with the periodontial ligament.